What if I told you that some of Hollywood's most beloved stars, the ones we grew up idolizing on screen and stage, were hiding heartbreaking battles behind the spotlight? We see the flashing cameras, the award shows, the magazine covers. But what we don't see is the darker side of fame: addiction, struggles with alcohol, drugs, and the constant pressure of perfection. From legendary musicians who left us far too soon, to movie stars who nearly lost everything but made miraculous comebacks, today we're diving into the top 12 celebrities who battled addiction. This isn't just about tabloid headlines. These are stories of survival, relapse, redemption, and tragedy. You'll hear about singers whose voices could move the world, but who couldn't escape their demons. And actors who were once considered finished, but returned to become global icons. And trust me, you'll want to stick around until number 1. Because the story at the very top of this list isn't just shocking, it's heartbreaking, unforgettable, and it will make you look at fame in a whole new way. So grab your seat, because behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood lies a truth most never dare to talk about. Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato's story is one of resilience. At the peak of her Disney career, Demi was already struggling with substance abuse and mental health issues. In 2018, she nearly lost her life to an overdose, shocking fans worldwide. Yet, her openness about recovery has made her a powerful advocate. Imagine if Demi had never spoken up. Countless young fans might never have found the courage to seek help themselves. Her journey sets the tone for this list. Fame doesn't shield anyone from real-life battles. Zac Efron, known as the Golden Boy from High School Musical. Zac Efron shocked many when he admitted he battled with alcohol and substance issues. Behind his picture-perfect smile was someone quietly spiraling. Entering rehab was his turning point. Now imagine Hollywood without Zac's comeback roles in films like The Greatest Showman. We would have missed one of the most talented transformations on screen. His honesty about recovery reminds us that even heartthrobs aren't immune. Drew Barrymore's story might be one of the most infamous in Hollywood. She starred in E.T. at just 7 years old, but by her early teens, she was already caught in a whirlwind of drugs and alcohol. Few believed she could make it out alive. But Drew not only survived, she rebuilt her career into a Hollywood powerhouse. Imagine if Drew had never turned her life around. The world would have been robbed of one of its most charismatic stars. Her story is proof that recovery is possible, even against the steepest odds. Robert Downey Jr. Today, Robert Downey Jr. is the face of Iron Man, one of the most iconic characters in cinema history. But in the 90s, his life was crumbling under addiction. He spent time in jail, missed out on roles, and many thought his career was over for good. But his comeback is legendary. If he hadn't fought his way back, the Marvel Cinematic Universe would look completely different. No Tony Stark, no Iron Man. His journey is the definition of redemption. Britney Spears' few stories are as tragic and complex as Britney Spears. The pop princess lived under a microscope, and her struggles with mental health and reported substance issues became tabloid fodder. From her infamous breakdown to her long battle for personal freedom, Britney's life is a reminder of the crushing pressure fame can bring. Imagine if she had been given real support earlier. Her story might have been a much healthier one. Britney's resilience, however, keeps her fans hopeful for brighter days ahead. Elton John. Before becoming the legendary icon we know today, Elton John was drowning in addiction. Drugs and alcohol were a way of numbing the pressure of fame and hiding his personal struggles. He has openly admitted just how close he came to losing it all. But his recovery not only saved his life, it gave him decades of music, activism, and inspiration. Imagine a world without Elton's later masterpieces. It's almost unthinkable. His story shows that even the greatest can fall, but also rise. Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's voice was described as a gift from heaven, but behind the music was a devastating battle with drugs. Her addiction overshadowed her incredible talent, and her tragic passing in 2012 left the world stunned. Imagine if Whitney had overcome her demons. The music industry might still be blessed with her powerful voice today. Her story is one of both brilliance and heartbreak, showing just how destructive addiction can be when left unchecked. Lindsay Lohan, once Hollywood's golden girl. Lindsay Lohan went from child star to tabloid sensation almost overnight. Her battles with alcohol, drugs, and the law derailed what many thought would be a legendary career. But in recent years, Lindsay has made attempts at a comeback. Imagine if she had stayed on track from the beginning. Her name might be alongside the biggest A-list stars today. Her journey is a cautionary tale of how fame and temptation can collide. Eminem. The rap god himself, Eminem, nearly lost his life to prescription drugs. At the height of his career, he was battling demons behind closed doors, struggling with pills that nearly ended everything. His recovery not only saved him but inspired some of his most raw and powerful music. Imagine the rap world without Eminem's comeback. It simply wouldn't be the same. His story proves that even the toughest personas can hide the deepest pain. Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe was the ultimate Hollywood icon, beauty, fame, and charisma personified. But behind her radiant smile was a woman struggling with substance use, mental health, and immense loneliness. Her tragic death at just 36 years old shocked the world and left millions asking, what if? Imagine if Marilyn had overcome her battles. Her career might have lasted decades longer, reshaping Hollywood entirely. Her story is one of glamour, mixed with haunting tragedy. Michael Jackson, the king of pop, was larger than life, but his struggles with prescription medication became public in devastating ways. His untimely death in 2009 was a global shockwave. Imagine if Michael had conquered his dependence. Fans might still be dancing at his concerts today. His legacy is unmatched, but his story serves as a warning of how even the most talented can be vulnerable. Amy Winehouse at number 1. We have Amy Winehouse. Her soulful voice and raw lyrics made her a once-in-a-generation talent. But her struggles with drugs and alcohol were tragically public. Despite attempts at rehab, Amy's addiction claimed her life at just 27. Imagine the music the world lost, the albums that were never recorded, the performances never seen. Amy's story is perhaps the most heartbreaking reminder of all. Addiction doesn't discriminate, and sometimes, even brilliance isn't enough to win the fight. And there you have it, the top 12 celebrities who battled addiction. Some of them found strength, recovery, and redemption. Others left us far too soon, their stories serving as painful reminders of just how devastating addiction can be, even for the world's brightest stars. Think about it. Robert Downey Jr. could have been remembered as a cautionary tale, but instead he became Iron Man and changed cinema forever. Elton John turned his lowest point into a lifetime of music and inspiration. But then there's Amy Winehouse, Whitney Houston, Marilyn Monroe, names that will always carry the weight of what could have been. Addiction doesn't discriminate. It doesn't care if you're rich or poor, famous or unknown. Behind the lights and the glamour, these celebrities were human, just like you and me, fighting battles the world could barely see. Now, I want to hear from you. Which story on this list shocked you the most? Was it the tragic fall of Amy Winehouse? The comeback of Robert Downey Jr.? Or maybe the haunting what-ifs surrounding Marilyn Monroe? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. And if you enjoyed uncovering these hidden stories of Hollywood, hit that like button right now. It really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to subscribe for more celebrity secrets, untold Hollywood stories, and the kind of behind-the-scenes truths you won't find anywhere else. And of course, tap the notification bell so you never miss an upload, because in the end, the spotlight can make a star shine. But it can't hide the shadows forever.